A very good evening, everyone. This is Sakshi Rora, founder of Blissfully Soulful, as well as your host for PosiFest 2025. After an overwhelming response for day one, thank you for all your support, coaches as well as participants. We are on our day two today with Ashoo Talwar, an entrepreneur and a life coach. Let me introduce you briefly before she takes over the platform. Ashu Talwar is an entrepreneur and she started her successful journey in entrepreneurship and is now focusing on next level growth. Committed to fostering growth and development in the lives that she touches, she maintains a keen focus on advancing public understanding of emotions and promoting emotional intelligence as a key to personal growth and social change. A very warm welcome to you, Ashu.
Thank you, Sakshi. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Sakshi, can
Yes.
you please
Yes,
share
I'll
the...
just share. Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. You could have chosen to being anywhere today, but I'm glad that you are here at PosiFest 2025 today. Lots of gratitude to each one of you. Thank you, Sakshi Rora, for creating this beautiful platform to share my knowledge and talk on such a wonderful topic, releasing anger, guilt, and resentment. I would like to introduce myself to you today as an entrepreneur, author of Amazon's bestseller book, certified life coach. I've upgraded my skills through various certified courses, coaching mastery, enlightenment by my mentor Pooja Puneet, train the trainer by international coach Blair Singer, Millionaire Mind Intensive by Thaddeus Lawrence, to name a few. Next slide, please, Sakshi. Today, we are discussing something deeply human, emotions. This session is about two things. Firstly, understanding emotions. There are various emotions which we go through, but today we are talking about few of them which make us human. Actually, it's anger, guilt, and resentment. Why do they show up? What are they trying to tell us? Secondly, the session is about releasing these emotions. Releasing them means clearing our emotional residue that's draining our energy and seeking clarity. So think of today as an emotional detox, not forced positivity, but giving ourselves permission to feel the feeling and letting such low energy emotions go. Next slide, please. Okay, let us understand emotions and what are the signals within our body that the emotions trigger. For example, anger. Anger can be a constructive as well as a destructive emotion. How do I say that? How is it called a constructive emotion? If someone annoys the hell out of you, says something that makes you so angry, you are able to understand that there's something going wrong somewhere and you're able to correct it. At times, it is constructive in that manner. How do I say it is destructive? For destructive emotion, I would like to highlight the example of a terrorist. How do they become terrorists? There is an emotion of hate, of anger, which is nurtured within them, which is again and again repeated in their minds to create so much hate around them that they get into a phase of killing people. That is the worst kind of anger someone can experience. Such a destructive emotion. Someone can use it so destructively to mentor you in such a situation. Young terrorists are trained to get into a destructive mode of killing by nurturing their anger. So that is how I say it is a destructive emotion as well, if not used constructively. If you're aware, you're able to understand and direct it in a proper way. So one of the causes of anger for us regular beings, I went to the extreme part of the terrorists, just coming back to anger. It is a boundary crossed. So when you're angry, just try to reflect what is the boundary which someone has crossed and told you something which has hurt you so much, or what is the boundary you have crossed and went out of your way and communicated something so badly. What is the trigger? What is this anger triggering within me? A fight? उसने मुझे ऐसा बोला तो मैं भी उसको ठीक करता हूँ या करती हूँ. उसने मुझे ऐसा बोल कैसे दिया? It's a fight you want to get into and give the person the same treatment what that person gave you. Or a flight, just get out of the way and just, that is a trigger which you feel within when anger comes up as an emotion within you. Just want to get away from that situation, just want to go away from there and to not see that person again or not be there again. वो घर पे उसको जाना ही नहीं मुझे वापस. We all have been through this. It's not something new I'm talking, but I want to discuss it today in a way that we are aware what's going on. It's all around us. Whatever happens is around us. Second is the second emotion I would like to understand with you today is guilt. See, guilt is actually also having a constructive side to it, but it's a very low feeling. Generally, you feel drained when you're feeling guilty within. With no reason, you sometimes, you did not want to say something and someone took it as something else. And you keep blaming yourself, continuously feeling guilt. But in that way, if you're reflecting, you can always improve yourself and align with your values. So guilt also has two sides to it. Guilt is also constructive and as well as it has a low draining energy kind of effect on you. Guilt actually activates in your body, it activates your shame centers. Have you heard about body shaming? Have you heard about how fat this person looks or how the skin is so dark? Where has it stayed within you? Has anyone felt that kind of a guilt or experienced someone feeling that kind of a guilt?
Yes.
Can you please share in the chat box if you
Or
want
you
to?
can say also, it's okay, she can.
Yes, you can please.
Yes, even in my college days, body shaming was very much a part of the college culture. And it would always make us feel worthless or, feel that we are just not good enough.
Right. And how did you feel? Did you work on it, or means was it on your personal level, or you heard someone say it to others?
To my face only. They used to call me auntie and all that just because I had a body weight issue.
Okay, so you have been through this kind of an emotion, and
Yes.
you have. Did it make you reflect that what the person is? Does it make any trigger into your body, and did it give you a low esteem or kind of a effect?
Yes, definitely. It used to affect my self-worth, and I would redirect that into becoming excellent in academics. So
So
that
you
is
took it as
how I
motivation.
responded to that. But later, after finding my life partner, it started mattering less.
Very good. So you were aware of it, and you actually worked towards improving your focus in a different direction, right?
Yes, yes.
Good. I'm happy to that
But
you.
also, Ashu, if how Sai says, okay, suppose if she wouldn't have taken it in a positive way or redirect her energy in her academics, wouldn't she would have still carry that burden with her and those trigger points even in her present life, a comment even being passed by may not be a direct one, would have built in so much of anger in her.
Yeah, it could have, but I'm happy that she took it in a
Yes,
constructive way.
yes,
There are
yes.
different ways people face, and they don't know what to do about it. And I'm happy that Sai was able to, focus on
Mm,
the better side of it and what she could reflect and do better instead of getting into that low energy mode and just draining herself deep
mm.
into it. So I'm happy someone is aware here and sharing it. Thank you, Sai, for sharing. Thank you, Sakshi, for your inputs. And we'll go to the next emotion we are here to talk about. By the end of this session, I'm sure I will be able to share some techniques if someone around you is not aware, and since you're aware, Sai, some people around us are not aware that they are going through this feeling. I will share my experiences in next slides also with you, which made me aware in some point of at some point of time, and how I also redirected them. Okay. Okay, we go to resentment now. Resentment means if your needs generally are ignored or silenced, you're not allowed to speak out your needs. Everyone has needs, all of us are human. Humans do have their basic needs, which are not sometimes met, not sometimes discussed, not sometimes, they are ignored. Actually, they are ignored. You feel unheard. You don't know. Even if you're talking, the person is not trying to understand you or pays a deaf ear to what you're saying. So then it causes resentment within you. Sometimes resentment is also when your friend is doing well and the friend is sharing in a good way with you, that I'm doing so well, my progress is happening, I'm going in this direction, but you're feeling that resentment within you. You're not happy for your friend and you're feeling the resentment. So this is one kind of resentment you may feel. It is just the awareness that it is there within you. It always comes up in some occasion. Some circumstances bring them out. So you feel unheard at times. So how does it impact your body? How does it show in your body? The signals they show in your body is it will make you feel tight in the jaw or in your chest. You feel tension, or in your back. See, these emotions always stay within our body. They will, if they are not eased out, they are not dealt with, they are not talked about, they are not released, they become into a disease later. You have stored them somewhere. You have not dealt with them. You have not healed them. You have not talked them out. That's what I want to talk about today. We can go to the next slide, please, Sakshi. Let us deep dive into anger. Okay, what anger really is. Anger is actually seen as an aggression because we see people reacting more in their anger. But anger is also a boundary emotion. When you're showing someone that you're crossing your boundaries, ke aage mat jana. So it is a boundary reaction. It is a protective instinct. You want to protect, you want to safeguard yourself towards hurt. You don't want to get hurt. You want to. So that is when you portray anger. That is one of the way of showing this that this comes up. And sometimes it's a response to pain or disrespect. Someone has showed you disrespect. You want to react in a way by showing anger. मैं इसको भी सिखाता हूँ कैसे ठीक करना सिखाती हूँ इसको भी. That is how it shows up, and it has 3 layers to it. Anger sometimes it's just I'm a very calm person actually. I had to learn anger. The people who know me, they don't know how much they have never seen me angry. But I had to learn this emotion, how to get it out, how to get it up, to make it more creative, more constructive, to do things. Sometimes you're not able to do things because you're so calm and composed. People just ये तो कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएंगे ऐसा thought आ जाता है ना. So you have to build up sometimes. So there are 3 layers of anger. There's surface anger, the outward reaction, whatever you're giving out. Just like I said, उसने किया तो मैं भी इसको ठीक करती हूँ.
Okay, Ashu, we have a question here.
Yes.
Yes, Tai, you can go ahead.
So when we say someone is short-tempered, does that fall under this surface anger?
See, it generally is short-tempered, and they say it is not. It is a reaction immediately come. Obviously, someone is carrying a lot of anger within them. It is an underlying emotion, which I'm going to next. There's some hurt, fear, disappointment attached to it, which is actually you're not reacted at that point of time, but someone actually triggered it to you. In some moment, you have been thinking about this. वो आपके साथ repetitively हुआ है, and you have just. So when someone tells you you're short-tempered, you need to reflect and think, where is this emotion coming from? Why I'm feeling angry? What is the unmet need within me? So short-tempered बोलने के लिए तो label लगा रहे हैं आप. But my session is about you thinking that what is triggering this anger within me. So it doesn't matter if someone tells you you're a short-tempered person. Just reflect on it, on what occasions I have reacted instead of responding. Yesterday we spoke about responding and reacting. Sai?
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes. Yeah, to some extent, yes. Thank you.
So, so I just spoke about underlying emotion, which generally the layer of anger, which triggers hurt, fear, and disappointment. And the third is core. The third layer is core need. We all are seeking safety, respect somewhere, and understanding. We all want to be understood. No one, कोई ऐसा सुना है, anyone you have heard that who does not want to be understood and जानबूझ के आपको hurt पहुंचाएगा? Someone is not able to communicate it properly to you, and unknowingly they are saying things which does not make sense to you. Everyone has a core need within them. Always think in that manner that everyone is seeking safety, respect, and understanding, and then respond to it. That's how. Yeah.
If today I have to say that someone is angry with someone due to their action and they have not addressed it, and it is being repeated again and again, again and again, or even that anger has been built up. Now, for years, that anger is growing like a tree within you, right? Whether you're using it creatively or no, that is secondary. But what happens is at some point of time, does it become an anger on your own self? You're angry with your own self, right? Get angry on someone else. Yes, you know that, okay, उसने किया, हमको boundary create करना है. But that how to deal with the anger with your own self.
I'll give you techniques when we go further in my slides, but just to answer your question as of now, when you get angry with yourself, why are you angry with yourself for the action of the other person? Because it's a boundary cross, no? You have not created your boundary. You have not conveyed your boundary to the person. You have not sat back and reflected on your own needs firstly. Your basic need is to feel safe and get respected. How can you expect the other person to respect you when you have only not respected your boundary? You have not sat down. So firstly, you need to do that exercise on your own. You have to derive your values in your life, your boundaries, your self, where I can let this go. Since we have been through this journey, all of us, I will have the technique in the further slides also. I've been sharing some of the techniques which may be helpful, I'm sure, to answer your question further. Okay, so we will discuss the technique of releasing anger in later slides. Let us understand guilt first. How guilt affects our behavior. How do you understand that guilt is creating a behavioral pattern within us or someone else you want to help out? If you feel like over apologizing, you've not done something wrong. You've seen people just bar sorry bolte rehte hain. And you say, kyun bol rahe sorry? They make you feel sorry rather. कई बार बोलते हैं कि sorry, you only feel कि क्या हो गया ऐसा. So that is one of the pattern of behavior where a person is feeling guilt within them. Something is, you need to deal with it, even if you're over apologizing. Or there's self-sabotage. You blame yourself for everything. इसको कुछ हो गया तो मेरी गलती है, उसको कुछ हो गया, how I can improve. बस वही चलता रहता है. So you keep blaming self-sabotaging. Again and again you keep playing that in your head. जो सामने वाला भी, how are the patterns which affect our behavior? That's what I'm talking about. You avoid a situation. You don't want to talk about a situation में मुझे वहां जाना ही नहीं है, मुझे डिस्कस ही नहीं करना है वो. So you just want to avoid. So that's somewhere you're carrying that guilt within, that that is not dealt with actually. Overcompensating in relations. If you're an overgiver, you want to just do. Then एक level आ जाता है that जैसे आपने कल yesterday you said how much you can stretch a rubber band. Somewhere it will break. So that is a guilt pattern of behavior generally. You can analyze that. Mainly I'm creating awareness that this all lies within us, but we should get it to the top. No, then you will be able to deal with it. So there are some ways which you can release guilt, which I have just highlighted here. That just ask yourself when you see these behavioral patterns repeating within you, did I really do something wrong? कोई आपको बोलते जा रहा है कि तू सॉरी या कुछ तो ब्लेम भी डालते जा रहा है. जस्ट आस्क योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट, डिड आई डू समथिंग रॉन्ग, और am I taking responsibility for someone else's emotions? Sometimes people just, अब हम इमोशंस दूसरों के अपने ऊपर ही लोड कर लेते हैं. There's no meaning to it. Just you feel so hurt for that person that you're carrying their baggage many a times. Ask yourself, am I taking the responsibility for someone else's emotions? Because we all have a path to travel in this. We all have a path to travel in this journey. We all have our own responsibilities, our own roles. But sometimes we try to take responsibility of someone else's emotions, which we get carried away. We are all spiritual beings. We are tend to do that. But get aware, release it. That's what I'm trying to put forward. What self-forgiveness is needed here? Just forgive yourself. Just, I'm going to give that technique to you in the end, how to do this. And you will be able to understand and get more out of it for sure. The next slides to come. Can you change the slide, please? Anyone wants to discuss more about guilt? You can put in the chat box also. Aishwarya, are you saying something? Okay.
See, I think mothers have more guilt towards children when they're not able to cope up with what they're expecting.
Yeah.
And at the same time, kids don't realize that parents are available for them, yet they are not available when parents are available, you know. So the way they are expecting out of parents today is way too different. So guilt at that point of time, see, we say that वो अपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग के हिसाब से बोल रहा है, बच्चा है, उसको जितनी समझ है वो उस हिसाब से बात कर रहा है, पर हम एज पेरेंट्स तो मेच्योर्डली बिहेव कर सकते हैं, राइट? Still, that guilt coming in a mother, is it right or wrong?
See, it's the guilt when it is showing up in you. You have to ask those questions to yourself. That actually means what should I forgive myself for? Because your boundary, you have
Right.
limitations
So,
as a
I,
human
so the
being.
mother has not done anything wrong.
Yeah,
She has nothing to forgive herself for. Yet the child is repeatedly yelling and making you feel responsible for what you're doing or what is happening in her life or his life. How do you cope up with these things?
why are you letting that affect you? Because you're not if as a mother someone is
Hmm.
not doing wrong, you can't let anything and everything affect you. No, you have
Hmm.
to understand that this is my limitation. I'm doing my best I can. Everyone is doing the best they
So
can.
it's okay to
A
leave it
child,
aside.
yeah,
It's okay.
it's not okay to leave it aside. It has to be dealt, it has to be discussed, it has to be released, it has to be when the child is in a proper mood of a playful mood or some other moment, you should bring this up in a more constructive way and discuss it and ask them for solutions. What do you think more I can do for you, rather than feeling guilty? If you're carrying the guilt, you're already putting yourself in a low energy and you're not able to find a solution. The child is already going through so much,
Correct.
and that's why the child is blaming you, because उनके पास तो parents को blame करने के सिवा they don't have any other reasoning.
The
And
easy, the
yes,
the most easily person available to blame
Yeah.
for everybody in the family.
yeah,
Yes.
yes,
So
Aishwarya.
again, then it becomes like
Yeah,
in every relationship, okay, we've spoken about mother and a child, but I guess then what you're saying, it applies to every relationship that you have. It could be a friend, it could be your partner, it could be your in-laws, it
yeah,
could be family, it could be extended family.
anybody.
If there is any guilt coming up or showing up in any manner, and if we've addressed these questions, and if it's not, if we are answering this, we can sit and talk it out, maybe wait for the right time ki when the person is more settled in their emotions and we discuss it with them, right?
Right. And ask these questions to the person that which are the instances you can give, because at the point when they are actually angry or they're annoyed or then that blaming mode, they will keep telling you all the blames for you and you don't have to take it all in. Just hear them out. That's
Hmm.
enough for them to heal at times.
Yeah. You
As
want
a
to feel
parent
heard.
or even as a daughter-in-law, as a mother-in-law, if someone actually सालों से तो यही चल रहा है, someone is actually गुस्से में कोई बोल रहा है, तो just give them a year. That's enough for them to get. कभी कभी वो, it's not you, it's the environment, their own problems. I have dealt with this. I
It's
had,
a punching bag.
yeah, yeah, but they don't know whom to talk to. They don't know where to go.
Correct.
So you are giving them that area to talk and
Space.
that safe space to talk it out. So let them vet it out first. Then constructively talk to them, how I can serve you better, how I can do good for you. You automatically, they will surrender to you. You'll see that when they're in that zone. I'll tell you an example in the end. I listed that, but I will tell you. There was this is just a funny example about anger. Like mother-in-law, it was in my family only. Someone was sharing that my mother-in-law, she always she yells at me whenever I'm working. Also, she's yelling at me. When I'm not working, also she's yelling at me. She got so frustrated. The daughter-in-law, she don't she meant to come. I'll keep working. Her life only became that way. So mother-in-law was very disciplined actually. She was safai mein expert, khana banane mein expert, this, and the daughter-in-law also became expert doing all this. One day she got frustrated and she asked her mother-in-law, who was in a good mood, that why, if I'm doing everything, I'm always doing everything well, and always you're yelling at me. Aapko gussa karne ko, why you like getting angry with me always? Though I'm working so hard, everyone keeps saying. So the mother-in-law had a very funny answer. Actually, it's a fact in my life. I had these people. She's saying, when I make you angry, then you finish all the work. And you do it very quickly and shout more.
Yeah. So I think this is the same. See, we also grew up in such a childhood only, na, where our parents ने जब तक एक आवाज नहीं आया कर लो
लाफा नहीं लगाया, हाँ.
हाँ. So this is how we did. But that time processing anger, or that anger was very different. And maybe we never felt it also as an anger कि हमारे parents गुस्सा कर रहे, कभी वो नहीं लगा. We always felt that they are guiding us, or they are correcting us, or they are telling us some things that we don't know, that if we will procrastinate, if we will not do certain things tomorrow, the teacher will punish us. But today, the kids only go and punish the teacher. Today, it's a reverse psychology only for the kids.
But when you are responding to your parents' anger, when you're responding to a friend's anger, when you're responding to a professor's, teacher's anger, when you're responding to a child's anger, always you see your behavior is different. See, when your parent, you're saying, is teaching you something, you're responding in a very constructive manner, you will listen it out, you hear it out. When your mother-in-law is saying the same thing, you're not going to hear it out.
You don't
So
want
it's
to.
like you are also conditioned with them, no? Your energy is also matched with them. So the main question here is about how you are going to respond to it. They will remain how they are. You can't change everyone. You can only change yourself. You can only change your way of understanding that what's going on. I know it's not easy. It will always be difficult to deal with, because anger, guilt, and resentment, we were never taught in school as such to talk or discuss these topics. The topics which nowadays come up, emotional detox, we never understood these subjects, or any time these talks were never done. But now, since we are, yes, Shweta, you want to say something?
No, what you're saying is absolutely right. And in our times, during growing up, it all happened very naturally, I said. All this happened. We learned it very naturally. There was no lesson for us, moral science, abhi ye karo, ye karo, ye karo.
Yeah.
No, it was our part of growing up. That's what I feel. But
And
today
even for
it
that
has to be
matter,
taught separately.
yes.
Yeah.
Even for that matter, kindness is also to be taught. It's become so like they don't
For us, we
understand
need.
simple.
Yeah.
No,
We were not taught kindness. It was part of our growing up. That's how our parents taught us.
Yes, Aishwarya, you're right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And it was a way of life. See, this is what we always.
Yeah, that was a way of life. And that's how we have brought up our children. That's a way of life,
But society is changing, and now we need
Yeah,
to introduce
correct.
all this. See, we had anxiety
Yes.
always within us. We never knew this
True.
anxiety, but we have
Correct.
learned from this generation, and now we know that anxiety did exist in our life, and how to
Yes, it did.
we are learning now, because we are getting up.
So tell me now, when we are talking about resentment, coming back to what we had, so basically what I can see is that what we have not expressed for years is resentment, right? Then is that anger or what, and how do you, I don't know.
Resentment is an emotion which is staying within you. It was never expressed, or you never had a platform like this to talk about it. See, it was
Correct.
never a way you could talk, or your needs were silenced. You were told कि ऐसा ही चलना है वाला है. Like I know a family where a girl has come and told me her real life. Now in this world we are living, which century are we in? The mother is telling her to cope up with the sexual abuse with her father-in-law in the family, in the relation which she is. Marriage हो गई 7 साल से, she's married. Husband is an abusive husband, domestic violence matter. Father is sexual abuse. She had to run away from there. And the mother, though she's an educated girl, is telling her that deal with it. Go silence your needs. So the resentment, what is building up within her, where is this going to go? And she has a child also. So what are you going to give the child? What life is going to, the resentment will stay if you don't deal with it. Now the girl is fighting it out. She is an educated person, but these all are existing things around us, what we are talking about and what we are facing. And resentment does, there is a silence of our needs, which we have to learn that this is actually resentment which we are building within us if we are not taking care of our needs, which are the basic needs. We are avoiding a conflict, we are not getting into talks. मुझे बात ही नहीं करनी है, अरे बात नहीं करनी, लेकिन वो आपका वो closure ही, where is the closure? You need to talk it out. You need to, though the person may not understand, but at least talk your heart out, get it out from you. We show resentment by overgiving also. Overgiving is a behavioral pattern where the resentment which is within us, we always try to cover it up, cover up karke, overgive karo. We are carrying resentment with it. See these behavioral patterns, you will understand that there is resentment somewhere showing within you. Actually, it is there within you. So we let our boundaries slide. Someone is blaming you, your child is blaming you, your parent, father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, all are blaming you. You are allowing them to just, say anything to you and just go. So your boundaries are slide. Somewhere you're holding that resentment somewhere. Means it is your behavioral pattern which is showing you that this is prevailing. So why does resentment grow? Because the original issue was never addressed. No one spoke about it. No one talked about it. No one felt it was important. So it was never addressed, never came to the top, never discussed. किसको time भी नहीं है ना करने के लिए. It's your need. When you verify it, then you will be able to talk. No. Now in this world, we are able to talk because the next generation understands all this. We never understood all these, but they understand. They talk about it. They show us the mirror. So how do you release resentment? Just to answer your question, Sakshi, name the unmet need. Make a list of all your needs first. What exactly, and your needs may not be much. Just make a list what you need. Keep writing what you need. And which
Can
is,
we do this activity right away?
if everyone has a pen, I don't mind. You can put it
Yeah,
in the
or if, one of us can just name a need so, we know how to work on it. If anybody would like to put on a chat box, what is their basic unmet need right now? If anybody would like to. Hmm. Anybody? Okay, if we say that an unmet need could be not been understood for years. Okay, we have one in the chat box. Let's see. And acknowledgement of, say, whatever you're doing, you're never being acknowledged. So can we take it from here, Ashu?
Yeah. So how do you release that?
So how do we forgive and release, right?
Yeah, forgive and release that. When you have someone who has not acknowledged your unmet need, someone is not acknowledged, and you are giving the blame to yourself. If someone is not acknowledged, you have done your best, and someone is not acknowledging it, so that makes you resentful.
See, when it is repeatedly done over the past years, as we said, because the original issue is not addressed, the first time when you felt that you were not acknowledged, it's getting piled up day by day, right?
See, I'll give
So,
you an example of the this what I understand from, if someone is not acknowledged, then how do you correct it? Right? That's what I do. If someone
ah,
has not acknowledged and someone has just not talked about it, why don't you put it across and convey to it that first acknowledge that you receive and convey gratitude to me for it, what I have served you or what I have done for you. You can put it straight, no? You can at least put your boundary across that I will not be able to do it again if you're not acknowledging it, or you're not being grateful for it, or not talking about it. How will I improve if I want to improve? Or if you don't acknowledge it at all, can we put it across? At least you can put your boundary across that I'm not going to do it again because you don't appreciate it. I do that in my own life. Please acknowledge what you have received first. It happens, we are human, we generally tend to overlook that. My friend myself, who's here also, she also told me, first, I'm giving you praise, please acknowledge it. You're so much lost into yourself talking that you're not even acknowledging what I'm saying. So that is human. It's not that someone is purposely doing it. They don't realize it. I did not realize that I was not acknowledged. I was so much into talking and telling her so much that I did not acknowledge that she was actually giving me praise. We have received so much that we do not understand someone uske liye that praise is so valuable to give to me. So she had to tell me both ways. I have told you, like if someone doesn't acknowledge what I did for them, I would put it straight. Please acknowledge what I have given you. Is it good? Please convey gratitude, say thank you. Same way, someone did feel like this for me, and she told me that I'm giving you praise for this. At least acknowledge, receive it. Sometimes we are not understanding that emotional, vocabulary also. Lack of presence. Sai has something more to say. Lack of presence. Sakshi, can you
Just a moment, yeah. So lack of presence of a loved one during a critical time. So this also could be one of the reason what she's trying to say.
Yes, I agree with you. I have been through it, and I totally understand when you really need someone beside you and you're going through a difficult emotional phase or some difficult period, then you do feel resentment. You feel that अभी तो मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत थी, and that person did not understand that. But that person is dealing with their own problems at that time. How do you convey to that person? Like, I'm talking about my own personal life here. It was my mom. I wanted her with me when my dad had passed away, but she was dealing with her emotions in such a deep way that I couldn't be with her. We were emotionally very far from each other. So sometimes that emotional connect is not there. You're expecting something, you're not conveyed to the person. That person is not getting your message also.
So when at that point of time when you're emotionally disconnected from a person, does it help to even convey?
Then it helps only to forgive and
Right?
release.
That time there's no
Emotional
point
hold.
of letting the person know
Yeah,
that, because of you, I'm going through so much, because he's not in the listening state only.
right. So just
And again,
forgive.
because we are in our own state sometimes,
Yeah,
that we also don't want to look into what state the other person is.
right. So what is
And
the way? Only the way is that you just have to forgive and release the emotional hold. Why this hold to that resentment? Rather just forgive and release it. The person जब वो समझ ही नहीं रहा है, तो what are you going to talk about?
correct. We have one more. 1 second. True about acknowledgement, but how to deal if people are negative all the time?
Okay, that's a question.
Yes, that's a
Yeah,
question.
there will be people negative around you all the time, but how are you responding to it? See, everything around you is not going to be how you wish. It's always going to be the opposite. But how are you responding? Today? Today morning I woke up. I saw the sun. Someone did not enjoy the sun. They did not like it. इतना धूप आ रहा है, इतनी गर्मी आ रही है, आ रही हो रही. But negativity will stay around you. But what are you taking? What are you holding within yourself is what matters, and how are you responding to it? That's that matters. Does that answer your question?
So if we have to say this,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, Bhavani, please
Yeah.
continue.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, how to take it? Like, should we leave it, or how do we convey, that it is negative emotions of somebody else? And if somebody is abusing, then what do you do about it?
See, I'll tell you, can I give you, can I reply you in a form of a story to this, please? Bhavini, will that help?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, sure. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
It's a story of two monks. They were walking towards a monastery. This was the head monk, the senior monk, and a junior monk. They were walking towards the monastery. On the way, they found a river in between, and they had to cross the river and go to the monastery. So at the river bank, there was a lady standing, and she told them that I need help to cross the river because I don't know how to swim. So what happens is the head monk, he tells her, okay, climb my back. I will help you cross the river. She climbs his back, and the disciple and the monk, they cross the river, and he leaves the lady at the other side of the bank, and then they walk towards the monastery. They keep walking, and the disciple, he's observing his senior monk, and he's very upset with the senior monk. He says, what kind of a guru this guy is? We have in our Buddhism never to touch a lady, and he's all the time he actually agreed to carry the lady on his back, and he took her across the river, and how dare he does that? I'm very upset with him. बहुत गुस्सा आया उसको. He's not talking. He's very annoyed all the time. He's just thinking that how what kind of a monk this is. They reach the monastery, and the senior monk realizes that this guy, what is wrong with you? He asks his disciple, why are you not calm? Itni annoyed kyun? Why are you getting so angry? Why are you getting so disturbed? So he says, I'm very angry with you. He says, why? The disciple tells him, I'm very angry with you. So senior monk asks, what is the reason? She said, how dare you carry the lady on your back? In our Buddhism, we are not allowed, we are told to distance from a woman, and you're carrying the female on your back and you're crossing her the river, and I'm very upset. So the senior monk just had one answer for him. He said, I left the lady at the river bank, but you are carrying her until now with you. So, did you get it, Bhavini?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. We should leave the emotional baggage.
Yes. Why carry the emotional
Correct.
baggage? See, you have done the
Yes.
act and you have moved on.
Yeah, even in spite of helping, the person forget acknowledging. I think if they are being negative, you should not carry that baggage. Correct.
Yeah, just leave it, let it go, leave it there.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So even we can even add up to one point that when we expect something in return, when we are doing an action and expecting something that causes pain, definitely, right? Expecting is normal. I understand it's human, but wherever there are expectations, it becomes a problematic. Am I able to relate to what I'm saying? What Bhavani and you were mentioning to the
Yes.
overall
Yes.
anger that we are doing, or resentment over the past years is even for acknowledgement for that matter. Only because there is an expectation of somebody saying that I did good. Somebody saying that I did for the family or I did for the kid, or so many guests came home and I prepared the lunch and the dinner. So you just want an acknowledgement, ki, okay, we did it. So it's an expectation that is creating the core
Emotion.
issue. Yes.
Yeah, it's creating the emotion when you're satisfied with it, what you have done to the best of your
Hmm.
capacity. Just be happy with it. What someone says, someone will tell you negative things, someone will tell you positive, but you know that you have done your best.
Hmm.
Correct, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Sakshi, you can move ahead.
Yes.
Okay, I was just talking about emotional detox techniques. Emotional detox is mainly, I've heard about detox for the body. We do juice detox, We do digital detox nowadays. Switch off the phone and get into a mode where you can't connect with anyone because you're living with the outer world more. You need all these detox. Same manner, there's emotional detox, which is very much necessary for our own well-being. What does emotional detox mean? It means releasing the stagnant or stuck emotion. See, something has happened and it's gone. Someone has said something and moved on. Have forgotten about it. वो बोल गए, गुस्से में बोल गए, वो भूल भी गए क्या बोला. But you are stuck there. You are not able to release that emotion. You are just carrying it with you. It means creating your path ahead by leaving back what is not serving you. Just leave what you. There is good things also, no? There, वो याद रखो ना. Why remember those things which are causing you pain all the time? Just release. Raise your energy and vibration for a higher purpose and forgive yourself first for what you did not know while experiencing the emotion. This is my own story. How do you raise your vibration? See, I have lost my parent in 2013. I don't know how to cope up with it. We have never learned how to cope up with the loss of a parent. The whole trajectory of your life changes. The relations around you change. And I was always complaining about what I don't have. मेरे भाई ने बोला, my sister ने बोला, मेरी भाभी ने बोला, my daddy is not there, my mom is dealing with it in a difficult manner. But one day, one of my friends, she kept hearing me. She got fed up. She said, I'm fed up because she had lost her parents early. She told, I'm learning something new. I would like you to learn that. So I said, what is that? She said, it's a session on gratitude. I want you to attend. I conduct that and please attend it. And consciously I made that choice because this friend was the one I was always sharing with. I never knew कि मुझे gratitude नहीं आता. This is 12 years ago. I never knew what that. I felt I'm very thankful person, always conveying gratitude. But I learned gratitude. I changed my vibration through that. The whole exercise around gratitude is a different experience, which she's an expert in it, and she taught me. And I changed my vibration, my total energy changed. I forgave everyone. It was not easy. It was a very difficult step, but I could do it. It is in our hands how we can change our vibration, how we can change our energy, how we can leave back what is not serving us today. So there are some of the ways how you can release your anger, which I had said in the earlier slides. I will discuss later. Always delve into nature. Nature is a very good healer. Some of the ways to release your anger, some techniques I will take you through now. How do you release your anger? Just go in nature. Just experience the colors in nature, the trees, hug a tree, go touch nature, touch leaves, see the colors, yellow, pink, flowers. You'll feel another level of healing within you. If you feel angry, when you're able to verify it. The next technique would be how you can release anger. Just keep shaking your arms 30 seconds, fast and fast. If you're not able to go out in nature, just keep shaking your hands for 30 seconds. Just see the change in your own thought process, how you've released it. Or I have tried this technique, punching or yelling into a pillow. You don't have anywhere, you're not feeling like I'm angry yet on that thing. Just yell it out and release it in the pillow. Punch karo pillow ko, just get it out of you. And there's a very calm technique also. It's called simple 4 to 6 breathing. If anyone wants to try now, I will take you through that technique.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. It's a simple breathing technique. Just breathe in to the count of 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we repeat it? It's inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can open your eyes now. If anyone has shut their eyes, I have not told. Chai ka time hai, but please don't sleep. It's a good technique to release anger. Yeah, next slide, please, Sakshi. So there are more techniques which I told, just like I said in the earlier slide, that I will be telling you more techniques. I have tried these and very effective. They are very effective. To release guilt and resentment, just use learning as a technique. You have to just write down your uncensored, honest, no grammar rules, every dump on the paper, just put it on paper. Keep writing until you feel that everything is poured out. That's journaling. Just keep writing, writing, writing. Whatever is coming to your head, just write it out. And when you're done, tear the paper, fold it, and tear the paper. So this acts as a signal to the brain that the emotion is being released. It's a very powerful technique to release any guilt, resentment. Just release it. And we just spoke about self-forgiveness. This is one ritual which I have also practiced, and it's very effective, very powerful ritual. Many times I carry a lot of guilt. I'm an overpleaser. I have been an overpleaser earlier. I have improved after so many sessions and courses. So self-forgiveness ritual has helped me a lot. Say aloud, I forgive myself for carrying this so long. And this is a very powerful statement. You should tell yourself in front of a mirror. I acknowledge the past, learn from it, and release its hold on me. I acknowledge the past, learn from it, and release its hold on me. Self-forgiveness is the strongest emotional tool. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you did not know. Okay, we come to our next slide. This is a reflection of the whole presentation on emotions. As we close, remember, emotional detox is not about suppressing your emotions. It's about giving them space and letting them move. Get them out. Let them come out, come up and out. What matters is how you process them. They will come. You're human. That is the difference between AI, artificial intelligence, and human, no? They are going to come. AI does not have those emotions. You are more richer, you're more powerful, you're feeling them. But it matters how you process them. Every time you release your old emotions, you reclaim your energy and clarity. So we get to return to ourselves once we release the old stuck up emotions. The final reflection question I would like to ask you all today. I'll take a pause here. What is one emotion you are ready to release and leave back in year 2025 as we move into new horizons in year 2026? Thank you, everyone. I'm open for questions. We yet have some time. Sakshi, thank you.
We can put on our cameras if we are comfortable. We can just see faces and know who all are here. And we are open for questions. The platform is here. We are all here to support each other, talk to each other. It's like a chai pe charcha, chai ka time. We are talking on topics, not only guiding, or it's not a one-sided conversation that we are trying to, throw some information on you all. We are here to guide you all as well. If you have a question, if you have, you're struggling in some area of your life, feel free to share it. We are here to answer you, or maybe just be there to listen to you. Sometimes, even by speaking, half of your, problems or emotions just get settled in their own ways. So it's a non-judgmental space. Please, everybody, none of you know each other. There would be one, two knowing here, or there. And it's okay, perfectly fine to be vulnerable. It's high time to be vulnerable. At the same time, I say that ab nahi to aur kab, like, so yes, any questions, anyone? Chat. Yes, Vijaya ji.
Hello. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Vijaya, hi.
Yeah, hi. So it was a wonderful talk. I really learned a lot. It's so enriching. Thanks a lot, Ashu, and thanks to PosiFest for organizing this. I really felt like I did know so much. Thanks for this talk.
Thank you. I would like to share one thing. Okay, since we've been speaking about anger, something that I have processed over the past years, and how I am trying to deal with my anger, as I had already spoken, that sometimes piled up anger becomes anger on your own self, and we do not know how to deal with it. So there are times that we, as women, as mothers, as wives, as the roles that we play, we do not even have the time to know that we are angry, to sit with ourselves and tell ourselves that वी कैन बी एंग्री नाउ। अरे भाई हम गुस्सा है, हमको गुस्सा तो होने दो, लेकिन खाना बनाने का टाइम हो जाता है, ये करने का टाइम हो जाता है। वी कीप इग्नोरिंग, और प्रोबेबली इट्स नॉट अबाउट इग्नोरिंग, हमको टाइम ही नहीं है वो गुस्सा करने के लिए भी, आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ अस women कैन रिलेट टू what I'm trying to say. And over the past time, what I've done is, अब accumulated is just as we say कि हम thoughts को बाद में address कर रहे हैं, okay, let it come, we'll address it. I've started to hold on till my night 10 p.m. कि 10 बजे मैं वो anger को बाहर निकालूंगी. And I realize that like everybody needs to find their own ways. One way that I found out was going in the pool. Okay, going in the pool in my building, there's nobody in the pool at that point of time. I take a speaker, I put it on a loud volume and I scream. I release that out of myself because I know nobody is responsible. Nobody is going to take it on them. Nobody is going to own the situation. And we need to let it out because our duties don't get over. We need to start back next morning and there's nothing like, okay. So it's on us whether we want to pile it up or process it in a manner and release it in a manner that, okay, fine, we had to deal with it, we dealt it, but no more. Today is the last day that I'm going to hold on to it. Next day, say I start afresh. This is something that I also did over the past years to overcome the anger that I was piling up. So I just wanted to share this.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Sakshi. That was good insight.
Yeah.
Yes, Aishwarya,
Yes, Aishwarya ji.
you're on mute, Aishwarya.
I was overgiving, yeah, not out of guilt, but as a habit. आप किसी को helping nature, ज़्यादा helping nature, but over the years people started taking me for granted, and then I realized, oh, this is the way because I am exerting myself, you know, and then it was having a bad impact or effect on my thinking and everything. So gradually I reduced and found more time for myself, you know, this without hurting anybody or, very gradually I did it. And me and Ashu, we know each other for last 20 years now, almost. And we used to talk, and that's how we used to give each other a little bit of pep talk.
Yeah.
And we slowly reduced it. So now I have more time for myself.
And it becomes more easier, when you don't let people know the change that
Yeah,
you're bringing in within yourself, it becomes
true.
very
Very so.
easier to transform from there. The
Correct.
moment you
Yeah.
lose out on mentioning people ki, you created this trouble, तुम मुझे over granted लेते हो, अभी से मैं नहीं करूंगा, nothing doing. They will
बोलना
not allow you
कम.
for
So
your
you
tea
should
time also. Your tea time will also go
exactly.
away.
We should talk less. We should talk
Yes, just
less, and
show it
our
in
actions
action.
should actions. That's what I like. That one sentence. We should always talk less, and our actions should reflect what we want to say.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yes.
Ashu. Very nice talk.
Yes, Ashu.
And
Thanks for
nice,
coming.
Urvashi. Sakshi, your explanation was also very nice. So
Thank
I've
you.
been a facilitator for more than 25 years, but
Okay.
I'm enjoying this, enjoying this.
On the other side, it's amazing sometimes.
Yeah, on the other side, it's amazing.
Yes, Aishwarya, thank you so much for your presence and your appreciation. Really matters a lot. She's been an educator herself, created courses in IF since 30 years, more than 30 years. She has worked in ILFS and given her best years. And I have had the best of her. She has taught me so many things in life.
We have
Okay.
touched each other's life, Ashu. And today, along with Sakshi, we have touched so many other lives. Ashu, you have touched so many else's life.
Thank you.
Nice.
Means a lot. Thank you, Sakshi.
With
Thank
this,
you,
we come to
Aishwarya.
the concluding note of the day. Thank you, Ashu ma'am. And yes, thank you everyone for being present today, showing your support. And we'll be there tomorrow with Dr. Reema. See you all. Have a nice day. I will be sharing the recording in a few minutes. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you, Kinnari ma'am.
Thank
Bye.
you, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
And thank you for
Bye.
being here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Bye.
Thank you, Bhavani.